Chargers a slightly better grade, C+. What'd you think about LA, Brady?
Yeah, I think this is probably born out of the Quinn Johnston pick. There were people who loved him or maybe didn't see him necessarily being a first-round pick. I personally like his upside. I think he's fast. He's got a big frame. He moves really well for his size. Now, he wasn't asked to run a variety of routes, but that's part of the offense there at TCU. And by the way, much like the Eagles love the Bulldogs, it seems like the Chargers love TCU. Getting Johnston and Darius Davis, who is probably going to be the most impactful player at slot wide receiver, but also as a returner. The Tuipulotu pick out of USC, not the greatest athlete, he's just a good football player. Bottom line is I think he'll find a way of providing some depth, getting on the field. But the Henley linebacker pick, their third pick of this draft class, that was my favorite. I think he's one that's probably going to impact this roster and special teams. But when you look really throughout the course of this draft, I don't know how many guys are going to really impact the starting lineup. And granted, that's a credit to the Chargers for the way they built the roster. But I think that's one of the other things you're kind of coming away with looking at this draft class going, who's kind of standing out?
Which goes back to why I pinged them a little bit because, look, they give up 5.4 per rush, and they didn't draft anybody until the 6th round, and the Matlock kid from Boise State, so they needed to get a defensive tackle early in this draft.